everybody.
Hey, we're back.
Hi, I'm Paula.
Hey, I'm Cecilly.
I'm her mom.
I'm her daughter.
Welcome to This Made Up Life. So we're outside today, as you can tell.
If you didn't notice, it's a little bit different.
So a little different, but kind of fun.
Have some nature.
We've got nature. We've got
A dog.
neighborhood pets. So I hope you can hear us. So this morning it was a rough morning.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
So when I was growing up, my whole family, I'm the oldest of 8, my whole family was in this musical. And one of the sayings in this musical, so I was in junior high. My mom played a lead, I played a lead, and my little brother played a lead. And let me just say that my mom did this play like 3 weeks after having her 7th child.
All right. Way to go, honey.
Holy crow, she's totally superwoman because I'm telling you right now,
3 weeks.
3 weeks after having a baby, I was not going anywhere.
Yeah, I was like, bed still sounds nice.
Yep. No siree, sir. She was on a stage. Thank you very much.
Way to go.
So I come from good stock, evidently. and then I guess you do too. But my point is that there was a saying in the play about pull up your bootstraps. So like you need to pull up your bootstraps to get
stuff done.
To get stuff done or to get going. Oh. And so that's always been like the saying.
Morning.
Just pull up your bootstraps. But I'm telling you, this morning, I did not want to be pulling up anybody's bootstraps. I was sick and tired of pulling up those bootstraps. So what do you do when you have one of those days where you literally just want to go back to bed?
That is a good question. I always have to put some kind of incentive to the day.
Yeah.
So today I texted you and I was like, well, why don't we go to the thrift store after we film
that's the funny thing. That's the funny thing is that was the incentive that got me going this morning.
All right, let's do it.
All right, thrift store. Yeah. I mean, it's not like we're going to go to lunch somewhere really swanky.
No. We're going to a thrift store.
We want to go to a thrift store.
We're awesome.
So that pretty much tells you a lot about us. So that's my pull up your bootstrap story for today. But I think it's always something. And one of the things that occurred to me this morning is how grateful I am that I have you to kind of bounce this off of.
Oh, yeah.
Because it helps. It helps to have somebody you can reach out to who will say, oh, yeah, no, get out of bed. Let's go.
No, let's do this.
Because otherwise I'd still be in bed today.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
It is what it is. All right. We have something that we actually filmed this video before. And it was so good, you guys.
It was really, really good. It was one of our better videos. Except
the sound is so bad.
So horrendous. We couldn't even.
I mean, we tried. I tried everything to try and clean it up just so it would be tolerable. No, it was, it's like fingernails on a scrap. Chalkboard. It was so funny. We'll never be that funny again.
All right. We can try today.
So what we're going to talk about is something that I think everybody, possibly even Fido, deal with, and that is cleaning whites and trying to get your whites so they actually still look white.
Yeah. Because
after a while, especially with a lot of people have front load. Okay, so
we're gonna just do it.
Okay, so
we talk loud, it'll be fine.
We want to talk about cleaning whites, and we tried to wait until there was no background noise, but it's not stopping. So we're just gonna push on.
We're gonna pull up our bootstraps.
We're pulling up those bootstraps. All right, so everybody has white clothes.
Yes.
And one of the things that can happen, especially with a lot of the newer front load washing machines, is that over time, they don't get to soak in that hot water long enough for them to really get that brilliant white back. And for me, there's something about, you want to have your whites look white, not kind of
dingy.
There's just something really
fresh about a
white shirt. So we're going to show you a few of our go-to tricks because I have a few.
She's very good. She has a quiver full of white cleaning tricks.
A quiver. So you may not know this, but I make a lot of wedding gowns. And over the years...
By a lot, she means like several hundred.
Well, over the past 30 years.
Still, that's a lot of
wedding dresses. But one of the things I've learned, especially sewing with white fabrics when I have little kids around at home, you've got to be able to get spots out because sometimes stuff happens.
Like peanut butter. That's a different story. Ask us later.
Ask us later. It was good. But so I've come up with a few kind of techniques. So we're going to show you. First one is I'm going to bring all my tricks up here right now. So my first go-to is
Windex.
What does this make you think of?
That movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, with Gus.
I laughed so hard when I saw that movie because I had already learned the Windex trick for clothing, but especially for whites. And so I just laughed because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's me in real life. But I like the blue, the original version. I've tried other brands. I've tried the clear version of this, and I still go back to the blue. And I don't know if it's a mind thing, but it's my favorite. So if you have a spot.
We have a spot.
You're just going to spray some of this on there.
Oh my.
And it really does, like at first it's going to look really bluish in the background, but you're just going to kind of let it rub it in a little bit and let it soak. Now I'll come back and work it a little bit, but you want to be careful how much you're rubbing on the surface of the fabric because
Oh, I've never thought about that before. I usually like rub it against each other. But
now you need to you do have to give it a little bit of agitation because what happens is a stain gets down and it gets in between
those fibers.
The fibers.
Would you look at that?
So you do have to do a little bit of agitating, but you want to be careful because depending on the fabric, it'll start to erode the surface, and then you'll get pills or you'll get holes. All right. So a little bit of Windex. That's step one. So, Windex. Step two,
Grandma's Secret Spot Remover.
Grandma's Secret Spot Remover. Now, this makes me think of Grandma Lumber.
Yeah, it totally does.
I have this adorable grandma, and she used to have this cupboard in her house. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you remember that cupboard where all the cleaning supplies were. Yeah. And you would open the door, and there's this very particular smell of like the oils and all the things that she used because she would put together her own solutions. And so every time I use this, I think of Grandma Lumber.
That's cute.
But this is readily available.
Yeah, I got it at Joann's.
Yeah. There's a link on our website for Amazon.
Oh yeah, Amazon.
But basically, this little bottle lasts
forever. Very long time.
And you just put a couple of little drops on there. And then you're going to work it in. I mean, follow the directions, but you just kind of work it in gently.
And this one you have to let sit for a few hours.
Right? This one you're going to, I would suggest any of these solutions are going to take a little bit of time. You got to be patient. You got to be willing to give it the time it needs. But you're just going to put this on there, and as you can see, between the Windex and now with some grandmas, it's already starting to fade quite a bit.
Yeah, that's nice.
It is nice, isn't it?
Would you look at that?
Rub it just a little bit. Now, I would let this sit for a good 15, 20 minutes, maybe an hour. Come back, and then I would probably do it again. Interesting. Awesome. So I just use all the things at the same time. The other tool that I would suggest you have in your cleaning arsenal, carry one of these everywhere you go.
True.
Because if you hit a spot right away with something like a Tide to Go,
consider it gone.
Done. They really are kind of magic, and especially when I use them in conjunction with.
Conjunction, what's your function? Looking up words and phrases and clauses. I'm sure that's how that goes.
I think so.
Good old Schoolhouse Rock.
Loved Schoolhouse Rock.
Right? Need to find those down.
Makes me think of the 70s. All right, so again, we're just layering on these treatments, trying to work on this pen. And as you can see, I don't know if you noticed at the beginning, but this is already faded quite a bit. Now I have 2 more techniques that I use regularly. And sometimes I use them on their own and not in conjunction with these other tools. And it is, the first one is, Cecily, if you grab our bucket, I will grab the secret sauce.
Bucket.
I don't have all the energy of the old OxyClean guy, but I'm a big fan. So I'm going to put, we've got a couple gallons of water in this bucket, and I'm going to put a scoop full in there.
Just 1 scoop, huh? I was just,
I'm
just clarifying for the audience.
Okay, so I start with 1 scoop. I don't think you have to go overboard. Great. Then we're going to take our shirt. Well, first I'm going to kind of stir it up. I'm just going to use my hands since I didn't bring anything to stir it up with out here, and I don't see any good branches. All right, so we're going to put our shirt in there. Now, here's 2 keys. 1, soaking time.
Mm-hmm.
This is, again, something you ought to be a little bit patient with, but I swear by this. You'll be surprised. You can get stuff out. People will say, "Oh, you've destroyed that. You're never going to get that out."
Oh, what a crappy shirt to deal with.
All right, so it's in there. I love this with tennis shoes too.
Ooh, smart.
It's a great way to just clean stuff up.
Clean your tennies.
So I'm going to let this sit, and honestly, 24 hours at least. And every now and then, a couple times during the day, you go in and you want to just agitate it around a little bit. And the reason for doing that is just to get everything moving around, because ideally you want that OxyClean to get soaked through the fabric and get in between those fibers. Great. So now, after 24 hours, I wish we had truly the magic of TV or all the time in the world, and then we would come back and film the second half of this tomorrow.
We'll post a picture. How about that?
We'll post a picture of it. But after it's soaked, you're going to rinse it out, and then you're going to use the most important thing of all.
The power of the sun. Right?
Yes. Child.
I wasn't sure what was next.
It's my secret sauce.
I'm pretty sure it was the sun, but.
All right. So now after we've rinsed it, you can run it through the, load in the washer. But a lot of times, because I want to see how much more treatment I need to give it to get that spot out, I'm going to lay this out in the sun. I'm laying it out in direct sunlight.
Over there.
And I'm going to let it sit out there for a couple of hours. With whites, you don't have to worry so much about it fading the color, because no color.
White.
If you are doing this with something that has a lot of color in it, especially a natural fabric, you're going to want to be careful watching to see if it fades.
Yeah.
But most of your clothing is made from non-natural fibers like polyesters and stuff like that. You're going to be able to lay it out in the sun for days if you wanted to. But the sun is like the best possible stain remover.
Were you going to say brilliant? Because it is brilliant.
It is
literally
shining and brilliant. Okay, so the tools: sunlight, number 1, Windex, Grandma's secret spot remover, Tide to Go, and
OxyClean,
the ultimate stain fire. Because it really is. So let us know if you try any of these things. We'd love to hear your success stories. We'd love to hear what works for you.
Or if you have any tricks that you use on your white clothing, we'd love to hear those as well.
Yeah, we love to get your feedback. It helps us figure out what we are going to present in future segments. So be sure to leave a comment and let us know what you thought.
Awesome. But as always, remember, if you like the video,
please like
it, follow us, share it,
share the video,
And
then
finally,
subscribe on YouTube.
We need your subscribes.
Yep.
That didn't make any sense.
That's all right. We only do about 50% of the time.
I know. Ah, thank you. All right, everyone.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.